I've got my hair, something, 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 hair. Okay, that should be pretty clear as for what the topic of this week's challenge is. As a freelance illustrator, I make pitches for many projects, and living in Japan, that also means some manga styles. And these drawings I made for stuff where I did not get the job. This one especially stung when I didn't get it, but I think I know why, because in Japan they would say boo-boo. Look at that lonely black outline. I have to admit, I don't like drawing hair, but it's necessary. So yeah, let's do it. A hair deep dive. I thought it would be fun to go back in time and analyze some easy styles from both the West and East, and then the most difficult ones. I like starting with Kirby, since he's the only one I still go back to from the early days. The choice here first looks like picking the origin of the hair. It can be one point or a line. Even if the hair is all the way to the back, it basically has that hairline on the forehead as an origin. And in case of some bangs, then from that line, part of the hair goes back and the rest goes front. Then John Romita Sr. and Jr., where this style of lighting is used. The idea of a patch of lines of different lengths turning into this shape. So let's find a name for it for today. Ghost mouth. And it's either in the negative space, like in Peter here, or in the shadow, like in MJ. And instead of drawing the ghost mouth shape, it just kind of appears when you bunch lines together. Then MJ got a perm, and George Perez fell in love with Iris Chacon She-Hulk curls. Let's see if there's a pattern. Not especially here, but I guess you can see them as groups of rolls, because they do come in little bunches like this. So then you could start like that, and then fill them up with batches of bent lines, maybe some thicker spots for inside shadows. Then my favorite of the Marvel styles, that Jim Lee Will Sportacio twist. So the secret here is to have bunches of hair twisting like paper almost, and have the twist be very narrow. Also divide the general hair into smaller batches so it makes it easier to drop consistent shadows. I made a video just about Paul Smith hair already, and I drew Todd McFarlane's sharp hairstyle in this video. So let's skip those and check how they did it in Japan back in the day. Because of the animation industry being so big there, the clean outlines are the most popular. Super quick to draw with just one line and a flat color. Or then a two-tone shadow for some more depth. This is also a very minimal version, just a black shape with a few highlights. Here the highlights merge to create the ghost mouth from earlier, and then this is a mix of the two. A two-tone is created by having just the outline be a color. And then this Kenshiro here is basically the same as the Marvel style. Lots of detail, and some fades in the underlying color make it look very cool. And then in these, some very thin strategically placed curves create the effect of lots of hair instantly. Can be with a two-tone and highlights as well. But this one is my favorite. This is a recent style, so let's use it for the weekly stick figure challenge. I'm going White Queen Cyclops again, my recent fixation. So let's analyze this hairstyle. It's as if there are bunches of hair stuck together like sheets of paper. So then that bend is hard and really thin, which makes it easy to drop the shadows on one side. Pretty consistent light source from the top here. And then some of the ghost mouth highlights on top. So let's do that here. Doing it in a couple of layers to get the lines just right. Because rushing hair leads to crappy hair. Redoing Cyclops then as well. The lines in the example are super thin, almost non-existent, but since I went for this thickness on the body, I'll stick with it in the hair as well. I will drop a color over it so it won't be that dominant. Okay, then 3 tones, with the lightest one being white for the White Queen. And kapow! Okay, not bad, but let's try that Jim Lee style now. And if Cyclops moved on, then how about Jean also getting a new BF? The Wildcats Cyclops knockoff! Ha! In your face, Cyclops! But he is a robot, right? So maybe not that into her, if we look at his expression here. So it is very similar to that paper-thin fettuccine hairstyle from the manga. Maybe the difference is that it has those separate hairlines. and a 2-tone instead of a 3-tone. Okay, 1, 2. But very similar these two, so let's make a quick Bromita version as well. Yeah, okay. I think that's 3 quite opposite styles. Let's see how the participants to the challenge did this week. So everybody got this page with both the JoJo and Jean link attached. Here's Kashek with a couple of red Sonyas. He also did 2 different styles, more abstract in the back and then the classic hair ghost mouth in the front. Also in the faces, he went manga in the back and western in the front. Yeah, good challenge results. Lewis with lots of detail here in Rogue's hair, going for the paper look here, and Jim Lee here. Yeah, cool. I'd love to see it with inks over it. Then check out Paul's this week. Wow, instant 80s flashback. I love the color even. So much time spent on Chewie's hair. And great point of dropping the thicker batches of hair to show the shadows here. The ghost mouth. Yep, very good. Raoul's entry this week, a great Japan vibe as well. Love the 80s geometric shapes. Very original way to texture the afro. Classic manga 3-tone on the front girl. Yep, very cool. Soares with I think a mix of Japanese and Western one. Simple anime Naruto on front. And a more marvelish hero in the back. Ghost mouths. And a great use of the 3 colors. This was not the pose here from Gerald, but great hair. Hair flowing back to show the movement, lighter on top and darker at the roots. Yep, good stuff. Then Christopher with an 80s nostalgia injection straight into my heart. Check the detail on the costumes and the precise 3-tone in the hand. Nice. Great mix of ghost mouths and inked individual hair. Then Sean with a similar nostalgia but 90s instead of 80s. He also mentioned going for Marvel in the front and manga in the back. Still has a nice general blend to the whole drawing, and I like the wild inking, kind of J-Lee. Good stuff. I've asked Jason for a finished piece, and this week he delivered this awesome one. It still has a loose style, but it feels solid to me. He also went Asian, very clean on the front, and the ghost mouth in the back. Great 2-tone here under the hair. Thank you, Jason. Trivikram is also into JoJo. Yes, this is that 80s manga hair. Broken up ghost mouths, like in that Akira from earlier. Color fades underneath like in that Fist of the North Star. Yeah, very nice, accurate work. Tai dropping an awesome cover here. Manga vibes in the faces, a little bit of a mix in the hair. This is a very cool eclectic style. The power and emotion, I love it. Then Ian with his instantly recognizable coloring style. Very nice. Manga inspired hair here obviously. 3-tone check. Some detail at the roots, check. I just got this in the mail right now. East meets West, baby. Great negative space ghost mouths on Superman. That is not easy to do. And classic Goku fiery 3-tones. Yeah, perfect challenge results. Also just in, thank you Lukas, Superman and Supergirl. Missing a bit of shoulder here on Supergirl, but the hair is done very well in this loose inking style. Kind of a Mobius vibe almost. Very good ghost mouth hair. Bill Sienkiewicz inking on that girl. Nice. Last but not least, from Ultra, a nice clean Bucky and cap, I think. Great simplified hair, just the right amount of strokes for the style. And yeah, thanks for the message. A great way to end this first series of stick figure challenges. 16 weeks in a row, baby! I made a PDF with all the results. So if you still want to try this series of stick figures, click the link in the description and I'll send it to you for free. I'm planning a second series, so stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss it. Drop a like if you enjoyed this one, and catch you next time.